It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Condors of San Diego taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season.
Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. It's fielded at the 45. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
It's very simple to say. It's a tough spot to go on the road in the playoffs for any quarterback. But when you're a rookie, now you know you've got big-time pressure on you because he's shown that he's beyond his years throughout the season. He's played at a high level, and his team is very confident in him. But to go on the road leading your team in the postseason as a rookie, that's a whole nother level.
On second down, here's the option. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a three-point swing right there.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised. That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Shakes up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start out here with the option left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Set for the 2nd quarter. San Diego in possession of the football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback. And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Well, now how about this return? And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Let's get out of here with a win, oh. That's it.
They'll look to throw here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Second and 15. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Condors continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on third down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors continue to pull away here in this first half. 8 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season. Now he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10.
Who wants my jersey?
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. start on the ground here on first down. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a 2nd and 2. Will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Well, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We started down under in the oceanside city of Melbourne, where you see the final score there. The Monarchs let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does mean they finish above 500 at 9-8. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half, but you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on the home team than to be behind the entire game? Because home crowds, they're really good coordination. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Brings up third and less than a yard. This could be a turning point.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up fourth down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now they'll run on the draw. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized they still got good yardage out.
And the ball is knocked out.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on here to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Going for a right side here, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
The margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
They'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's third and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
I don't know what else else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A 37-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And all they can control here is how...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Dragons are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, they'll run it here. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll look to throw here.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
With that, we say sayonara from Tokyo.